So, hey, yesterday on my Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, I posted a video about a conversation that I had with a real estate agent about a client that was shopping their mortgage. Now, this is not to tell people not to shop their mortgage. This is things to not do when you're shopping for a mortgage, or what not to look for. I mean, I get it. It's a lot of money, especially as loan amounts have become higher. It's not cheap to get a house, and I'm not diminishing that. And I know that a lot of times we live monthly, like we live based on whatever our bills are for our house, our cars, and whatever other expenses that we have. Thing is that when you commoditize lending, you've got to be careful because you may end up, and no disrespect to someone that is, working for a large company where you wear a headset. You know what? I like to wear headsets sometimes so that I can, take notes and stuff like that. But I'll, make a comment and say the headset jockey. The reason for that is because those loan officers, although they hold a license and they've done all the continuing education and whatnot that we're supposed to do and that I'm supposed to do to maintain my license, they're not consultants. They are just whatever way your application comes in. They'll ask you a few questions and they're going to get you in. They want to get you in. They want to churn as many loans as possible. The margins are extremely low, meaning that the company that they work for isn't paying them that much because they realize that they, it's not talent. It's not talent that is helping people. Now, there's nothing wrong with that type of lender if you are what's known as a very vanilla buyer. A very vanilla buyer has extremely high credit scores, has a huge down payment, and has zero nuances to how they're paid, or their assets, or the property that they're buying. The second that you become nuanced with a person like that, it is extremely difficult for that person to know how to pivot. The other thing is that when you're working with a person like that, good luck trying to get your offer accepted on the weekend if you don't have a pre-approval or if you need your pre-approval updated. And, thing is, there's always going to be something cheaper, no matter what you buy, right? And many times when we're buying, we're making, even for you engineers and you like nerdy people, we're making decisions based on our emotions, and we're backing up those decisions with the logic on why we made those decisions. And when you're dealing with a mortgage, now, if you are going to take your mortgage and you were going to have that mortgage for 30 years, then you know what? Everything that I said, I would actually say the opposite. And I would say you absolutely need to shop that. You absolutely need to drill everything down because over the course of 30 years, wow, that's a lot of money. But do you know statistically, no one keeps their mortgages to term because the second that interest rates drop, your lender, your servicer, your buddy, Facebook, Insta, everyone's going to be telling you to refinance, and you're going to figure out a way that you are going to refinance to reduce your payment. Also, life is not like this, man. I wish, no, I don't wish it was anymore at this stage. There are so many ups and downs and things that are going to happen in life where that may not be your forever home, or you may get a job transfer. It incenses me when I'm dealing with people in the industry, and sometimes these are real estate professionals or financial planners, and they're like, I tell my clients to get the best rate, blah, blah, blah. That is not my type of business partner to work with. I don't even call that person a business partner. Because you know what? They see me as a vendor, and they see me, our company, and other loan officers as someone that's going to stroke them a check to help them to pay for their business and their marketing. And that's not in my business plan or in how I operate. Now, there's many companies, even the company that I work for, will have agreements like that. What's known as a co-marketing agreement. It's 100% legal. it is presented to the consumer, and the consumer knows, like, hey, so and so has a relationship with this company. You can use anyone you want, but they have a relationship, and the relationship may be based on marketing dollars and whatnot. This is rambly just because it irritates me. And I've actually peeled back on some of the industry people that I've wanted to work with, or I've pursued, or maybe we've worked with in the past, because they literally see me as a commodity. And it's like, you know what? Especially for all you great originators out there, and you know who you are, because half the times I'm, texting you or sending you messages on how much I admire you and enjoy your content. But you know what it's like to work with people like that. They don't see your value. They don't care how many mortgages you've done. I mean, the thing is, like, most of us, especially people that, whether you're a high volume originator that's producing a lot, or you're someone like me that in the past has been high volume and has done thousands of mortgages, like, we're literally doing this every single day. And people are going to do this maybe five, six, maybe anywhere between 5 to 8 times in the course of their lives, where they're going to, refinance or buy a piece of property. It's kind of why I'm not good with investors, because you know what? Investors don't deal with feelings. I have two investor clients. One is a young person that, I can see this person ultimately being a millionaire. And I think eventually we probably won't work together, because I think this person's just going to get so big and look at funky stuff. And then I have another gentleman who's got a really interesting story, used to work in the secondary market, and really appreciates the advice and the tips that I give to him. And there have been times where he'll come to me with investor deals, and I'll say, hey, in this case, I'm not going to be the best fit because of X, X, and X. Here's a few different resources that you should look at, or it is a property that I can do. And you know what? He gets it. He gets the value of relationships. And I'm not saying that it's all like, hunky dory and like, like I want to get in all your business and stuff. But, when you have a relationship with someone, and when you have someone that that they have your best interests at heart, those are the type of people and clients that I want to work with. So for any of you that are in the mortgage industry that see this, stop chasing folks that don't value you. Stop chasing those that, we used to call it in coaching, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good people will absolutely work the way that you want. The bad just, don't qualify. And then the ugly absolutely qualify. But you spend so much stinking time going after those uglies because you want them to like you and all that crap. And you know what? They're just going to burn you when everything is said and done. And they don't respect the opinion. And that's why, and for any business folks that I've worked with, and you're like, haven't heard from her in a while. Well, you know what? If you're one of those, that's absolutely why. Because I have zero interest in us working together. I don't mean it to be mean, and I realize that this is a little ranty, but it's there. The people that will follow your process will appreciate the knowledge and the expertise and everything that you bring to the table, and they know that you're leading from a place of helping and wanting to put them into, whether it be a better situation or a situation that they want to attain. Those are your people. So this video, not only is it consumer focused, but it's also business partner focused, and people that are competitors of mine, people that I admire, and people that, we message back and forth on what's going on in the industry. This business, it's given me a life I never thought that I'd have. And it's one that, as I sail off into the sunset, which is not happening right away, I want to make this last back nine the way that I want it to be, and have people that say, you know what, I like you, and I appreciate the advice and the tips that you've given. And even if they tell me no, at least I've left them feeling better that they had an experience with me. And hey, you never know, maybe in the future they come back. And if they don't come back, that's okay. So if you found me on YouTube, I would love a share and a subscribe. I'd also love a thumbs up. And as always, I really appreciate you watching. And if you made it till the end, This is my longest one in quite a bit. Thanks.